Out there on the Wyoming prairie, that country was real good to me. There was a pony we called Little Bit, but he was a hero, you'll see. When there was no dust on my saddle and my jeans were a much smaller size, wild horses were common as tumbleweeds then, and most weren't too much of a prize. Dependable's all you could count on. Pretty don't help one damn bit. That's life on a ranch, a real working ranch, not some Hollywood version of it. We like to embellish and romanticize those images of the Wild West. The truth is that scrub stock was all that they were. Surviving was what they did best. Up there on the windmill one evening, I'd climbed up to fix it again. Yeah, I frowned looking out on my kingdom, watching dust devils dance in the wind. A herd of wild horses out there caught my eye, and a straggler that's lame plain to see. The tool I was working with slipped and it hurt. My focus came right back to me. There's no free lunch on a real working ranch. Everyone here earns their keep. Playtime means you're not working enough. Work hard enough, you just won't sleep. There are no pets on a real working ranch. The animals pay their own way. Cats chase the mice so they don't get our food, and our dogs keep the wolf packs at bay. Several days later I found that same herd, but the straggler was no longer there. Little did I know I'd find Little Bit still standing guard over that mare. Backtracking, I found her folded and dead in a dry wash, a deep steep ravine. With her dying struggle, she gave birth too soon to the prettiest colt I had seen. With no room to stand, still he stood his ground, and he'd not yet had that first drink. Standing atop her, though too weak to stand, a couple days old I would think. Ranching's a hard life, the strong will survive, so it's get well or die, move along. That night I sank soft in the saddle as that little dude slept in my arms. That stunted runt had been born with no chance, yet he stood daring wolves to come on. That fearless, foolish, faltering fool was a heart with a mind of his own. Long about morning we finally got home. My wife stared, but she didn't ask why. She made him a bottle, and while she fed that foal, I sat there in the barn and just cried. For every loss I'd ever suffered, every wrong that had ever been done. Those little eyes were filled with such hope, confusion and trust were as one. We didn't bother to name him, there was no need. We both knew we had no chance in hell. With his belly full, now he went back to sleep. And she whispered to me, time will tell. Day after day, and we got used to him, just loafing around near the barn. Calm as a calf, erasing his shadow, then suddenly tired he'd yawn. I'd swear I believe he trained us to watch him as he just show off like a kid. I wish you could have seen my wife smile, now it pleases me knowing she did. Our own kids were grown and had kids of their own, but they were raising them up in the town. They wanted no part of ranch life for their kids. I sure wish they'd brought them around. Little Bit sure helped a whole lot with that. We'd had a quiet house quite a long while. It was so nice hearing her laughter again. It filled my heart when she smiled. Told you before, no free lunch on a ranch. I'll stand by that, and it's true. We all earn our own way as best as we can. I believe little bit paid his dues. Ask anyone who knows horses, a Mustang runt is no good. But no Texas oilman ever had enough cash to buy him if they thought they would. In nature the rules are that simple. The strong will survive, others die. I don't know what changed when I saw him, but I couldn't just go on by. He came in like a snowstorm in August, unexpected, not likely to stay. I thought I was saving his life there that night, but he saved us in so many ways. 7 years old, he's as tall as my belt. All the smiles he gave me and my wife. He'll have a place here as long as I do, and he's not worked a day in his life. No real working ranch needs a mascot. I'm not too sure what that is. Everything here serves its purpose. It's a real working ranch, and it's his.